The seed, like the Big Bang or evolution or the atom, bears the mystifying tale of a beginning. We fill our bellies on the seed, heal our wounds, build our homes, our communities. Upon sight or smell or taste, perhaps we let our minds drift to the small-scale farmer who prepares the ground, sows seed, waters, and then waits and observes. Producing a crop is a process over time. Seed evolves through the work and care by farmers over many seasons and generations. Often, the message of those fighting for the seed, too, takes time to bear fruit. Systems of production and exchange include knowledge systems. In farmer seed systems, this knowledge resides in farmers in their everyday practices. The elders hold a store of indigenous knowledge about seed production and reproduction. Seed goes beyond yields and food. It plays a central role in cultural reproduction itself. At the National Seed Dialogue and Celebration, hosted by the Africa Centre for Biodiversity at Constitution Hill in December 2017, some of these links in contemporary South Africa were explored.
The seed is the beginning of life. It's where life emanated from in the context of agriculture. Every seed used in the world today comes from 10,000 years of experimentation and breeding by our ancestors, our forefathers who domesticated seed from their wild and weedy relatives. And we must give thanks and praise to the farmers who have come before us, who have given us this abundance of biological diversity in the world. For women, seed represents life, it represents autonomy, it represents to them the source of medicinal plants, healing, it has great cultural value, and most importantly, it feeds the world. Without seed, there can be no food, there can be no life. So I think seed is life and seed is everything.
There's an element of it that we often don't talk about, and this is how seed is at the center of the spirituality of indigenous and traditional people. This is how seed is at the center of the social fabric of indigenous and traditional peoples.
They call it Jesus, the seed. They say, Jesus, her name is Nombona. Her name is Nombona. They say she's nestled within the corn. There, every day, the order of the day here at the farm is to grind and stalk and watch millies. Grinding, stalking, watching millies. They are soldiers. There are soldiers that are standing from the mountain tops. I've had this idea that if she, God, is something, then I had to pin it down to a seed.
Izindlubu ke sezizonke zisiza kushukela ne-BP.
Izindlubu zizonke. So this type of bean, in general, they are good for helping with blood pressure and sugar diabetes.
Izindlubu ke futhi sigila umhlola.
And it has some magical properties. And then you will have to spread on the earth, the remaining earth, and then spread it in the field. So that the crop will grow healthy and useful and nutritious.
It's this kind of knowledge, it is these kinds of connections, is these kinds of interconnectedness of seed at the center of society, seed in the social spheres, seed in the spiritual sphere, seed in the deep ecological sphere, and seed at the center of knowledge held and shared commonly by a community. It is that side of seed that when we talk GMO, when we talk patenting, trademarks, intellectual property, it is that side of seed, that very important side of seed that we often leave, that which keeps communities together, that which keeps families together, not only as food, but in so many other different ways.